even get to cross.
Hey guys, it's xHere here. Just want to do a quick review over the Halo 5 beta multiplayer. But first of all, I want to give a shout out to one of my buddies who is playing with me. His name is Here to Stay. I'll leave the name in the description. Just get to know him. People have been saying this game is not a whole lot like the other Halos. I would definitely have to agree with them about that, because it just feels as if it's a little bit more like Call of Duty, but not in a bad way. It still has a lot of the key features of Halo, and when they say this is a new Halo for the new generation, I feel like that's something that's very true, and I actually really enjoy that. And it seems like it's actually a good step forward, because the old Halos, I mean, we all love them, and we know that, but nothing can ever be quite the same as them, because I feel like with these new consoles and this next gen moving forward, I don't feel like that playstyle is what's expected anymore in a video game. And I know that caters to more new players, and some of us older players don't really exactly want to expand our horizons just because we're a little stubborn. But I do feel as if this is actually a good move forward. Some people absolutely hate it. I actually like it. I enjoyed it a lot. I played about 3 games. This is about my 3rd game. And I actually like this map better than I do the other one, but that's okay. Yeah, as I was saying, some people actually think this game is a lot like Call of Duty, and I can see where they're getting at with the whole zoom with left trigger. It plays a little bit like Call of Duty, but as you can see there, I got zoomed out because I got shot, and it just feels still a lot like Halo. It just feels like Halo's moving forward. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare where you're shooting around with your thruster pack. The thruster pack in this game actually feels like it just speeds up gameplay. It's not overpowering. It doesn't make it a little bit too different than what it was before. Like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare changed up Call of Duty huge time because of the exosuit. But in this game, in Halo, it actually feels like a good addition. It feels welcomed, and I just feel like that was really fun to actually get to do. And the whole ground pound idea, I felt like that was really cool, but the only thing with that was I feel it's a little bit broken, because it just doesn't go as wide as I would like it to. Like, it's really hard to actually get somebody with that. It's just rather difficult, especially when you're in the air and you have a certain time you have to wait until you can ground pound, and you have to get it like right on top of them, and it's really hard to time it up. I think that needs to be changed a little bit. I think it needs to be made a little bit easier, because I would really love to do that, but I just don't feel safe doing it in the air, because it's just something that's so hard to actually complete. With these maps, I actually do enjoy these maps greatly. If you guys didn't know, the beta actually features a remake of the map Midship. These smaller maps actually fit really well. Even with the sniper rifles, these smaller maps fit really well in this game. I don't know how big maps will actually do, because this gameplay is like so quick, it's fast, it's fluid, and I think it would be rather difficult to create a big map in this. I don't know, maybe they can pull it off. Maybe we'll see it in the second wave of maps within the beta, and maybe I'm completely wrong about this, but I feel like this small gameplay is a lot more catered towards this game. I feel like this game is good for small maps. If you guys didn't notice, actually you have to stop sprinting to regen health, which is completely new, and I actually love that feature as well. I wanted to talk about the guns a little bit. We'll start off with the Magnum. If you guys didn't notice, you actually have to aim down the sights with your left trigger instead of the normal right thumbstick click to aim. And they added sprint to it as well. With the aim down the sights, it makes the game feel a little bit different, because normally some of these guns actually never did aim down the sights, and the Magnum isn't one of them, obviously, but still some of them never were aimed down the sights, like say the SMG, which is actually in the game. that was never an aim down the sight gun, and now it is. Every gun has been made so that you can aim down the sights with it. But the core gameplay is still the same with that. The Magnum I feel is great. The AR, it feels a little weird to be able to zoom in with that, but I like how they did it, because they didn't make it so that like you have a actual sight on the gun. It just makes it so that it zooms in a little bit and the gun comes up a little bit. It doesn't look like you're actually aiming down the sights of the gun, but you're actually like just zooming in a little bit and getting a little bit more accurate with it, and I actually like that. And I like how it zooms you out when you're right here. If you could see, I was getting zoomed out while trying to use a sniper rifle because I was getting shot at, and that was really cool to do. And the DMR is pretty good. I didn't really use it too much in my time while I was playing. It was okay. I used the battle rifle a little bit, like here. You know, it looks a little funky to me. I mean, go ahead and look at it. If you guys agree, go ahead and say you do, but it just looks a little weird to me. Like, the sight on top of that, all that, it just doesn't look like a real gun to me. For the power weapons, like the sniper rifle and the sword, I loved the sniper rifle. When you actually zoom in with the sniper rifle, you can change your zoom by clicking the left stick, and that was absolutely awesome for me. I still like how you get zoomed out, like I've been saying, and I thought it was a very good gun. The sword, I didn't really get a chance to use the sword as much, but it wasn't actually called the energy sword in this game. I don't know if there's two different swords, but I think it was something called like Prophet's Bane or something like that, something close to that, something similar. I don't know, I didn't really get to play with it too much, but I feel like you don't really want to use a sword in this game because kills are much quicker than any other Halo. And if you're running around with a sword, you're going to get killed quickly, right? Because you can't get close to people real easily in this game. And that's something that I actually dislike a little bit, but I do like that it's faster gameplay. But you die a little too quickly for a sword use, if you know what I mean, because you can't get really close to someone if you can't hit them. You know, you can't get close to somebody if you don't have enough time to get up to them. Yeah, when I started playing this, it was day one, the first night. There were a little bit of connectivity issues, but it wasn't too bad. But there were some issues where we had to actually quit the game and join back in, and just some funky stuff. But I mean, every AAA launch this year has been absolutely plagued with connectivity issues, and most of us gamers know that. And speaking about those, Master Chief Collection had a rough time with that as well, and I love the Chief Collection to death, and I'm so happy I got it so that I could actually play this beta. And I didn't think it was going to be nearly as fun as it was, but it actually is really, really fun. Speaking of collections, what do you guys think should be remastered? I mean, what games did you like to play on the 360 or the original Xbox that you guys think should be remastered? One of my favorite games of all time was actually the Gears of War series. I played competitively in the Gears of War 3, and Gears of War 3 always stuck with me because, actually the whole Gears of War series as a whole stuck with me just because I felt like you had to actually be good at the game to play. You couldn't just pick up the game like, say, Call of Duty. I mean, you still have to have some coordination, hand-eye coordination, and some skill with, say, Call of Duty, but I feel like it's much easier to pick up a game like Call of Duty and get good at it. But with Gears of War, there's so much into it that it requires so much skill, and that's why that game stuck with me so much, because I just love skill-based games. I mean, sure, these games have tons of skill, don't get me wrong, but the Gears of War series is just something on a whole new level. And I know a lot of people don't necessarily like the game as much as I would. I loved the game to death, and I'm really hoping for a Gears of War collection so that I can actually get back into Gears of War. I know that they're going to be coming out with a new Gears of War, but maybe Black Tusk is also working on a collection. I think that'd be really cool as well. I was also thinking about doing some Destiny videos in the future as well. I'm almost level 32 currently, and I just wanted to do some like gun reviews, how Bungie's thinking, what I think about Bungie, things like that. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. xHere out.